It's time. The big toys with the big noise. Motorsports Spectacular is revved up and ready. Are you ready? Then make some noise!
Are you ready? Let me try this side. Are you ready? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You are ready to meet the stars of Motorsports Spectacular. Big old, bad old monster truck with one of those great names. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Joe Briggs and Elbows Up! Over Area 51. It would only be appropriate to have a driver driving a dragon from there. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a fan first and a driver extraordinaire. Dallas Rogers and Spitfire! Ladies and gentlemen, during that time, he has been extraordinary. And then the career cut short. With the equipment from Straight Up Racing Team has brought him back. The five-time former champion of Canada, Mr. Martin Anderson, and Identity Theft. He's doing double duty today. The man behind the wheel of Sapphire, our ride truck, is now climbing aboard the debut of the only submit mixer monster truck in the world. Mr. Gavin Sell and Big Monster. 3 years of stock car racing and add a bonus. This is his mom. Ladies and gentlemen, Dakota Food Sackman, Delane Monday Sackman, our mini monster drivers.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 2 of 4 here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada for Motorsports Spectacular here at the Edmonton Expo Center. We had an incredible first show last night, and it's only going to build up from here. There's a lot of exciting moments to come. I can feel it. So let's see what happens when our first truck hits the track for the Monster Truck Best Trick Competition, where our drivers are going to have 3 attempts to lay down their best trick in their monster trucks. And the first guy to take on the competition is Joe Briggs and Elbows Up. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue on now with our Monster Truck Best Trick Competition, and our next driver up is from Groom Lake, Nevada. He's a mechanic, he's a host, but this weekend, for the final time for the Outlaws of Motorsports Winter Tour, he is driving the 3D Dragon here in Edmonton, Alberta. The second time the Edmonton crowd has seen this monster truck. He's a fan favorite driver wherever he goes, and we're so excited to have him back in Edmonton. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get loud and excited for Dallas, Glenn, Rogers, and Spitfire. Coming to the track now, he is a monster truck veteran. He has monster truck experience and knowledge that dates back to over 3 decades in the monster truck world. He is a 5-time former Canadian monster truck champion of the world, and he's back in Edmonton for the 2nd year in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get loud and excited because it's time for Marvin Anderson and Identity Theft. Coming to the track next in our monster truck skills competition, he is all the way from the state of Washington. He is the rising star of the Outlaws of Motorsports and the Straight Up Racing team. He is driving the newest monster truck from the Straight Up Racing camp, and a driver you always have to keep your eyes on whenever he hits the track. Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time here in Edmonton, make some noise for Gavin Sell and Mixed Up. We always say we save the best for last, and this couldn't be more true. He is the former champion of the world in monster trucks. He is the one and only wild man from Washington. He is the man that you have to watch whenever he takes to the track. He is the one to beat whenever he takes to the track. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time in our Monster Truck Best Trick competition, this is Bill Payne and Rockstar. Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw the exciting monster truck skills competition. Well, now it's time to let our mini monsters take to the track in their own little version of the skills competition, or as I like to call it, a little warm-up for what's to come later on in the show. But right now, it's all about technicality and skill in our mini monster skills competition, where you will see some exciting things that you never thought a mini monster can do, thanks to Dakota Boomer Sackman. So, who's ready for mini monster skills? welcome to the second half of Motorsports Spectacular here in Edmonton, Alberta. And right now, it's time to kick it off in the most adrenaline-charged, high-flying, action-packed way. Of course, this is Freestyle Motocross, but you have never seen Freestyle Motocross until you see the Outlaws of Motorsports Freestyle Motocross, because these are the best Freestyle Motocross riders in the world. We have brought in X Games silver medalists to come have some fun with us here in the Outlaws of Motorsports Winter Tour finale here in Edmonton. And I promise this is some of the best freestyle motocross stunts and tricks you will ever see in your life. So without further ado, they've had a great season so far, and they're going to continue that momentum, bring it right here to Edmonton. So without further ado, I want to know, Edmonton, are you ready? Because it's time for Freestyle Motocross.
Realize what's at stake. You see everybody go take that thing out. Touch the wheel. Listen to this. And I stood there slack-jawed. And what later became the greatest upright rider in the world today. You just saw a trick called the box here. There is one rider in the world who does that trick, and this isn't him. This is Darren Wright. Goes the ladder. You know, I was just talking about it straight on the airbag and heat the generation. But I know deep down inside of there still beats the heart of the outlaw. The original outlaw of freestyle motocross. This is Billy the Kid Cohart. He set records in these stunts. Picked up not one, but 2 medals in snowmobile freestyle at the X Games. Put your hands together for Cody. You want to check him out on his what? Oh, look at how long he had that trick in the air. Old school trick. So long in the air. Really well to the side. That's a wait until he was past the apex of the trick before he... Oh, Darren Wright running through the sky in a running man. I was checking. I know, I was the same way. Freestyle motocross 3 years. There's no trophy. All that's here on the line for these riders. Oh, look out! The big body. I thought that is to do. Oh, and he's in a hole. Got by here. Go to that jump. Momentum is taking your body away from that position. So I know hand flip right there, because he got a no-hand shot. Flip bars up. Heel clicker back flip from Cody, nice shot. What will he have in mind? That's it. Oh man, you talk about a rock song. Gonna see it? Here we go. Perform a freestyle train 3 different times. It's a trick foot. Finger cliffhanger on the left side as he runs over the train. This is a foot train. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please go.
for our mini monsters to hit the track one final time this afternoon. This is Mini Monsters Freestyle, where Dakota Boomer Sagman and Delane Sagman will have free range of the track here in Edmonton to do whatever they want. You saw some awesome nose wheelies from Boomer in our skills competition, so you never know after what happened in skills. You never know what Dakota's got up his sleeve, because he's an up-and-coming rising superstar of the sport, so you never know. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get loud and excited, because it's time for Mini Monsters Freestyle.
Because what he's done right now, he said to all the big boys, look at my freestyle. Look at my freestyle. Boomer, listen to this.
Monster Truck fans, we have reached the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Truck Freestyle. They are going to get free range here in Edmonton. It's a small facility, but believe me, the way these jumps are angled, it just means pure send it here at the Outlaws of Motorsports Winter Tour Finale. I promise this is going to be a freestyle competition that you can't miss. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get loud and excited for our first truck, Joe Briggs and Elbows Up. Now with our Monster Truck Freestyle competition. This man is from Groom Lake, Nevada. That happens to be the home, by the way, of a very special place in Nevada. He is a host and a mechanic, but this weekend, for one final time this year, He's driving the 3D Lava Monster. He is, like I said, all the way from Nevada, but he's here in the cold Canadian snow to deliver some exciting and jaw-dropping stunts for you, the fans, and show you how that dragon can fly. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get loud and excited for Dallas Glenn Rogers and Spitfire. Up next in our Monster Truck Freestyle competition, he is the baddest to the bone Anderson. He is the only Anderson with 5 Freestyle World Championships to his name. He is a monster truck legend, a Canadian monster truck legend, and like I said earlier, he is the coolest Anderson of them all. Ladies and gentlemen, get loud and excited and clear the track for Marvin Anderson in Identity Theft. Go from a driver with 3 decades of experience driving monster trucks to a guy who loves driving monster trucks and is a rising star of the sport. He loves monster trucks so much, he pulls double duty driving the Sapphire ride truck at any of the Outlaws of Motorsports monster truck events. Well, now he is here to freestyle the brand new truck here in front of the Edmonton crowd for the first time ever. Ladies and gentlemen, get loud and excited for Gavin Sell and Mixed Up. Gentlemen, we have reached our final competitor here in Monster Truck Freestyle. And like I said earlier in the best trick competition, There's no other way to end this freestyle competition than with this guy. He is a monster truck legend, a former champion of the world. He is the wild man from the state of Washington. He is the driver that you always have to watch out for. And to be the man, you have to beat this man. Ladies and gentlemen, one final time here tonight, give it up for Bill Payne in Rockstar.